Okay, so first of all, thank you for joining the summit today. As Graham and Chris have both said so far, we're kind of slowly building through a process here. Graham gave a very kind of high level information around the sector. Chris has delved a little bit deeper with that, looking at how we work with employers and with organisations, and kind of the next step down from that, have kind of an overall look at all of our green units, green qualifications and other programs. So I'll talk my way through those step by step, and then once I finish, then my colleague Warren's going to look even more in depth at one particular qualification, so you can see how we are trying to build our green skills offer to centres. So I'm going to focus really around 5 key areas: our green skills qualifications, green skills units, which is a recent initiative within the organisation where we've looked at where we've got green content in qualifications. We've been able to lift those elements out and provide those as individual registration programs for centres, so you can pick and choose the bits and pieces that centres want to match the needs of their learners or their customers. I'll also talk briefly about short courses and apprenticeships, and then at the end of my session I'll go into a bit more detail about what's coming soon. And obviously green skills is very much in the news at all times, and it's growing and growing day by day, week by week. We've got a good start at the moment, and we're looking to develop and grow this area more and more, which is part of the key part of my role and the key part of Chris's role in terms of making sure that what we are doing for green skills matches the needs out there across the country. Graham's already partially mentioned the Institute of Apprenticeships and Technical Education and how they've split kind of green skills and green occupations amongst those 3 areas. So light green is where there's going to be some changes to a role based around the current requirements for the environment. Mid green, slightly more important in terms of the changes, and then dark green occupations are really those ones which are going to form the majority of new positions, new skills, new jobs, where you're having an instant and immediate impact on the environment and sustainability. And I think one of the key things in this slide here is just to look at how many potential jobs there could be by 2030. We're looking at nearly 700,000 green jobs in this kind of low carbon and renewable energy sector, and that's just across England. You know, as an organisation at NOCN, we work in England, we work in Wales and Northern Ireland. We also work internationally as well. So there are an awful lot of opportunities going to come up in the near future around these new occupations, as well as building green elements into existing job roles. And the fact is that we all need to be part of this. If we don't make huge changes, then we are going to start to struggle the effects of climate change. So this is an important factor and something we'd be considering at all times. So I said we're going to look at the Green Skills products, and Chris has already mentioned that we have a Green Skills webpage, and on the screen now is a snippet of what's on there, and this is the kind of the key elements of our process. This was launched about a couple of weeks ago, and we've got a directory of all our qualifications that are green, our units that are green, our apprenticeships that are green, and short courses which are green. I'm not going to cover too much around becoming a centre. Chris has mentioned that. You know, we're always looking to try and build new relationships with new centres, but we're also trying to make sure that our current existing centres have got products that, first of all, match their needs, but perhaps more importantly than that, are able to work with us to develop things that can be beneficial to all of us. We followed the same kind of principles as IFATE had around dark green, mid green and light green when we consider qualifications. So IFATE looked at the skills, we've looked at how they apply to actual qualifications that we offer. So those dark green ones, they're the ones that have a major direct impact on sustainability. Mid green is where there's a significant amount of upskilling required so that people can play a part in terms of sustainability and carbon reduction. And light green, that's that general knowledge, that general understanding that everybody needs. And I'll speak later on in my presentation about that. But we have something for everybody here. We're trying to make sure that there are options are available for every type of learner so that everybody can move towards this more sustainable future. If we look at the dark green qualifications, they range in size as well as level. So from level 2 all the way through to level 5, I'm not going to read every single qualification there, but you can also see the different sizes as well. So at level 2, we have an award, a short course that gives an introduction to the topic. At level 5, we've got diplomas and certificates. So they are longer, more in-depth, more detailed qualifications. And the key thing I would say to anybody who's interested in our qualifications is have a look on our Green Skills webpage, think about the learners that you've got, look at the makeup and the specifications by each of these qualifications and choose the ones that match the needs of your learners. You know, we've tried to provide a wide range of options there, and we want you to use these qualifications. If you need more information, speak to the business development team. Obviously, Chris has provided his details in the presentation as well. Chris has got a key role in terms of making those relationships to ensure that our qualifications are meeting the needs of everybody out there. So those are the dark green qualifications. Mid green, this is now where we've got a significant but not totally green focused qualification. So we've got things around NVQs for building insulations and building treatments. We've got things around short courses for dealing with older buildings, pre-1919, and we've also got pathways now in some of the more recent NVQ developments. So there's a retrofit pathway now at level 4 in the NVQ diploma for site supervision, and also a retrofit pathway in the NVQ for site management. Finally, in terms of qualifications, the light green ones. So here we've really tried to provide opportunities for centres to deliver the basic understanding to learners. I think we all agree that everybody needs to be aware around sustainability and the green economy. So we've tried to make sure that the building blocks are there so that all learners can pick up those skills. So at entry 3 and at entry 1, we've got qualifications around energy efficiency and sustainability. And then within each and every one of our training qualifications for construction, whether that's bricklaying, carpentry and joinery, paint and decorating, plastering, tiling, and multi-skills, there are units available at entry level 3, at level 1, and level 2 that provide learners with the understanding of how sustainability has an impact in their particular work area, in their trade area. So every one of our construction qualifications provides centres the opportunity to deliver green content. It's there for them all, for you all to use, and the key thing is they are flexible, those units and those qualifications, so you can make them match to the actual trade areas that those learners are working around. So that was qualifications. I'm going to speak about our green unit initiative now. So as I said before, these are now units that are available as single registration programs. There's a catalogue available on the Green Skills website, and all units are taken from existing qualifications. So potentially you could do 2/3 of a qualification or a quarter of a qualification just by picking individual units. They're categorised into sectors, and we'll look at the sectors in a moment, and they've all got a kind of standalone upskilling or CPD element, which really hopes to match the needs of learners, whether that's learners in a college setting, private training provider, whether they are full-time learners, part-time learners, people who are looking to upskill, people who are coming from industry who need to gain the skills and knowledges that they need to play a role in green skills. Each and every unit has its own unit content to cover. Specifications are there, and within our vLearn platform, assessment material is available for centres so that you know what the assessment requirements are prior to delivering the courses. So as I said, we've split these into kind of 4 areas. So we've got some energy efficiency units, some insulation ones, some retrofit, and solar. I'll start with energy efficiency. So our energy efficiency units range from entry level 3 all up to level 5, and the content focuses around carbon awareness, sustainability, environmental awareness, all the traditional buildings, and energy audits. So these are all separate units, can be chosen depending on the needs of learners, depending on the available resources and facilities within a centre. Insulation wise, we've got level 2 and level 3 units available here, focusing around insulation and building treatments, and looking at particular types of areas such as cold roofs, cavity walls, solid floors, suspended floors, and elements such as that. From the retrofit point of view, level 2 and level 3 content around domestic retrofit and understandings behind that, and the repair and maintenance of pre-1919 buildings. The final section in terms of these units is the solar. So solar currently has some level 5 units around PV systems design development, and also around producing technical reports and feasibility studies. We're also working closely with partners in the Middle East on a level 3 solar qualification, which is all around installation and maintenance of solar PV. I've spoken so far around the awarding organisation part of the NOCN business, but we do have other areas and other strands. And our endpoint assessment element, the team there who work with the apprenticeships, they have 2 current live apprenticeships that focus in and around the green sector. So for the maintenance and operations engineering technician, there's a wind turbine route, and there is a green element within the project controls technician. In addition to apprenticeships and qualifications, we also have short course provision. Chris mentioned the SiteRight brand that we have, and these are CPD programs created by major employers, major manufacturers, to make sure that the correct information is being delivered to operatives who are working in the sector. So around our short course, currently we've got a SiteRight course, awareness in hybrid wall insulation. Next section of my presentation is all around what's coming soon. And this is the key thing around green. We are constantly looking to develop what our offer includes, make sure that we've got up-to-date information, and also making sure we're matching the needs of our customers. If you've got an area around the green technologies that you think you'd like to have quality assured, speak to Chris through his details, and we can have a conversation about developing content and qualifications or training programs that match individual centres' needs. But these are some of our up and coming qualifications coming soon. So level 3 award sustainability is a short course similar to our level 1 and entry 3 provision. This is designed so that centres, training providers, colleges can adapt delivery to match the needs of their learners, contextualising sustainability to whichever trade area or work area that they're involved with, whether that's engineering, whether that's construction trades, civil engineering. The qualification is written in a way so that learners are able to develop their knowledge, develop their skills to make themselves more employable or perhaps more efficient in their working area. I've mentioned previously they have a level 3 award in solar PV installer operator. That qualification is currently being used in the Middle East by our partners, and we're looking to launch that soon in the UK. We've also working towards a level 3 award in electric vehicle charging. One of our kind of largest projects at the moment around green skills focuses on insulation and building treatments. We're working closely with partner organisations currently in Wales and other parts of the UK around a number of units and an overall qualification focusing on installation and building treatments. So we've worked with sector bodies, we've worked with Historic England, Historic Scotland and CADU to make sure that we're making good use of historic buildings, but also looking around focusing on the various elements and the different parts that are involved with insulation and building treatments. So internal wall insulation, hybrid wall insulation, external wall, frame sections, park homes, room in roof. All of those individual parts of insulation and building treatments will be made available as individual units. So as I spoke a few moments ago around the units we have currently live, once this level 3 diploma installation and building treatment goes live, we'll also have all of the constituent units available, which will be available to centres to use as CPD around those different parts of insulation and building treatment. In terms of the part of our business with areas that are coming soon, there is a level 2 international apprenticeship being developed in solar installation and maintenance, level 5 international apprenticeships in solar installation and maintenance, and on the shore course area, we've got eco plant operator to be live soon, looking at how plants can be used in a more environmentally friendly manner. Hopefully that's given you a basic idea around what's happening in terms of qualifications, short courses, apprenticeships with NOCN.